Hello there. What's crack? I lacking. I'm Scotty. You're not. And let's try this one more damn time. I tried to record this. This is my third time doing this. I did it earlier, and I realized I had my ranking messed up. I got to number 4, and I went, no, that one shouldn't be there. So I rearranged things. And then, as I was recording it for the second time, I heard my caretaker, who's doing inspections today, was doing inspections today. I heard him in the hallway. So I'm like, oh, you know what? He's gonna interrupt me. I probably could have got it done, but better safe than sorry. I didn't want to get. So after that, I was just like, screw it. I'm taking a nap. I'll do it later. So here I am. Here I am. Okay. So, going through these movies has been strange. I knew it was going to be. It's been weird. Without the freaking Rachel Zegler. It has been weird. I'll tell you that much. The kind of, because these movies are all topical of their time. So you'll see what was going on in the world by the jokes that they play, be it like a T-Mobile ad or head on direct to their forehead or apply directly to forehead or Angry Birds and Fruit Ninjas and just everything that Twitter, Facebook. I think Date Movie even mentions MySpace, so just all the topical stuff they decide to put in it. It dates the movies, but which one is the worst? And well, it changed the more I thought about it. But right now, officially, number 7, the worst of these, Meet the Spartans. Because the more I thought about it, even though this Disaster movie comes out after this, I don't know if it's because I have a connection to that movie because I went to see it, but I like it more than this. Way more than this. Obviously, you'll see. But this, I like it so much that, I dislike this one so much that I didn't even bother trying to get a new cover for this. Because I bought it at Hy-Vee when they were selling it, my local grocery store. And it didn't have a case. It was in an envelope thing they had. So I had to print it off. And it came out terrible. And I just left it like that. Because, apparently. It's telling the story of 300, but the 300 might as well be the 300 different parody stuff they throw in that don't go here. Like, Transformers, or Shrek, or American Idol, or Britney Spears, or Paris Hilton, or Stomp the Yard. Or no, well, that's not the Yard, was it? Yeah, Stomp the Yard, because Step Up is the other one. Or I don't know, what else is there? Ghost Rider. What else? All the stuff they had in here don't go here. The later 3, have a good way of parodying those specific movies that they're trying to parody while throwing in a few things, but this is the most egregious, I think. I mean, some would say Disaster movie is because that's really where they hit the peak of it, and then they started to change right after that, but I don't know. I just never really cared for this one. Out of all these, this one felt the most stupid. Speaking of stupid, number 6 is Date Movie, and it's really weird because this was the one that was going to be number 4, and I looked at it and went, no, it can't be, because this time watching this, I've always liked this movie. I've always liked to watch it. For some reason, watching it this time, I did not care for it. I don't know what it is. Is it the repetitive jokes? It's the jokes that go on for way too long? I don't know. But it just didn't work for me. And I'm a romantic comedy guy. I like romantic comedies. They're fine. But so that's not it. But this just, I don't know. This time we're watching it, and I did not expect to not like this as much as I did when I watched it. I don't hate it. But I just, like, no. No, I just, no. I like more Meet the I'll watch it before I watch Meet the Spartans again. Number 5 is the Starving Games. Now, this is what, from this point on, they're fine. They're fine. Because this sticks to mostly being a Hunger Games parody. Until you throw in other things like the Avengers or the Expendables. Or the scenes with Angry Birds and Fruit Ninja. The one thing I say does work is the Avatar parody, but it's because she's been stung by all these bees and she's hallucinating. So she could hallucinate that, maybe. But I don't know. The ending is a big, takes a big dump on the books, or the movie's ending, the original's ending, where it meant something, She and Peter are gonna take those berries and they're gonna poison each other, so none of them win, and then they have to stop them and say they both win, so that they don't get in trouble. But here it's like they take the joke route, of course, by having her shoot him and say, "No, I win," and then put in a bunch of freaking bloopers. But it's watchable. It's watchable. I can say the same about the next one, number 4. Really. Vampires suck. And it can. And this is only higher than the Starving Games because it doesn't have those extra stuff. And once in a while you see like a peripheral thing like Gossip Girl or Alice in Wonderland. But it doesn't force those in, Like, they could have very much taken each of the characters, like they did with the Disaster movie, and take each of the characters that she's friends with and make them a different parody. But they didn't. Sometimes it goes a little bit too overboard, like I'm always thinking of Edward, he's always on my mind, everyone's dressed like him, kind of thing. But this is watchable. It's watchable. Number 3 is Super Fast. Yeah, as a big fan of a Fast and Furious as I am, that there wouldn't be. But I liked this. The actors they got, they knew what they were doing. They knew what movie it was. They knew what roles they were playing, and they do it great. Except for the guy who's supposed to be Brian. I know he's more Keanu Reeves from Point Break here, but I don't know. And no extra parodies in this. It completely just parodies Fast and Furious, which, hey, what do you know? If you just parody the movies you're trying to parody instead of adding extra shit in there, it works. It's stupid like the rest of these movies, but it works. Now, based on what I just said, you're going to be confused as to why these two are in the top. And I think it has to do with nostalgia, because one of them, I've owned both of these, but I owned one for a long time. I went to the theater to see the other one, and so it just has that kind of nostalgia for me, if I can say that. Now, number 2, epic movie. And again, this is pure nostalgia here. This is one, because I was afraid, after watching the movie, I'm like, oh no. Are these gonna go down? No, it's stupid. Don't get me wrong. And I wish I had the unrated version. I might still eventually get that, because that's the full version that you're supposed to see. But and yes, I did roll my eyes at the opening of this with the 3 of them. But they're not bad parodies. I haven't seen a couple of those, but No. Works. Captain Jack swallows. Yes, the movie's stupid, but I can have fun with it. I can have fun with it. That's what you're supposed to do with these kind of movies. Don't take them serious. They have fun with them. And I do. And this is fun. But number one, disaster movie. And it's because I have the most fun with it. I went to the theater to see this. It's stupid as hell. It really is. But it's also fun as hell. And I have fun with this. You know? Indiana my ass. Yeah. Drugs. Lots and lots of glorious drugs. Cataclysmic edition. Unrated. Everyone. Me. I'm fucking Matt Damon. Just, I don't know, everything. And there's something about it being Cloverfield, but including a bunch of, and I know it's going against what I said earlier, like I said, but the fact that it includes so much, the fact that Junie is one of the people that's in there, that then, or Juno, whatever, and then you have the princess, and I don't know, and the actors are giving it their all. They're great in this, you know. I don't know. I have fun with it. I do. And it's number one because I have the most fun with it. It's something I can put in and have fun with and just have something in the background while I play video games or something, you know? You're not supposed to take these seriously, but there it is. That's number one. I kind of figured disaster movie would be number one when I started this, but I wanted to get benefit of the doubt to the other ones. And my top two were pretty much my top two. The rest of them were way up in the air. I had a feeling these two would be up there because I had the most nostalgia. And going through there, because the original lineup I had the first list was the Starving Game. No, wait, where are you? The Starving Games at number 7. Then Vampires Suck. Then Meet the Spartans. And then it was Date Movie, and I went, why is Date Movie at number 4? 3, 2, and 1 were all the same. But, no. I didn't like that movie. Hold on. So I had to readjust what I was doing. Okay, which one do I not like the most? Meet the Spartans. That one has the most, because I was talking about in the other one, about all the, because I mentioned, I said throwing me at the wall, and I'm like, well, that one does it the most, I think. And I know that disaster movie does that, but I feel for some reason it's more cohesive to me. So I'm like, okay, so that is number 7. Right, I'm showing you my process. So what's next? And I'm like, Date Movie. I think Date Movie is worse than the other two, than all 3 of the last ones that they put out after disaster movie. Then I think it's the Starving Games. The Starving Games, because that one, not bad, but I think it shoehorns stuff in more than Vampires Suck, which is next, and then Super Fast, if you go there when flip it around, and then Epic Movie and Disaster Movie, because I knew those would be tip top. So yeah, that's my process. And for those of you asking about Best Night Ever, I told you it's just the parodies. It even says so in the heading and the title, or the thumbnail and the title, so just the parodies. Maybe one day I'll watch the chick flick with Scarlett Johansson and her wild friends at night. But for now, just these. So, what are your thoughts on my ranking? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.